Hello, Serena Byer, also known as Casey Hoop Girl. I am a hoop, fitness, and dance instructor in Kansas City. I also entertain hoop dance at just any kind of event, big, small, and I also sell hula hoops. I have custom beginner, slow spinning hula hoops. So if you've never been able to hoop, you might want to reach out to me. Now, I'm going to do a tutorial today on what I call the quarter turn. I have a tutorial on how to do a vertical hand spin. So if you don't know how to do a vertical hand spin, watch that tutorial because you need to know how to do a vertical hand spin to add the quarter turn to it. Now I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like. The vertical hand spin basically is just a wind, open, and let the hoop spin around, the bridge of your hand, the bridge in the palm of your hand. I won't go into all of the details about that, but you want to start out, in order to do a quarter turn, well, again, let me demonstrate real quick. I'm going to start with facing you. I'm doing a quarter turn to my left. I'm doing another quarter turn to my left. Now I'm going to change hands with the hoop, and I'm going to do another quarter turn to the left, and then finally back towards the beginning with one more quarter turn. That's all it is. It's just turning a circle while keeping the hoop spinning the whole time. But the nice thing about this is that, like so many hula hoop tricks, it opens the door to 1,000 other fun tricks, which you can add to your flow. So there's no big secret, but we'll start with facing the hoop, palm up, and just start with your basic vertical hand spin. Now I'm in my right hand, and if you're spinning with your right, you're gonna spin the hoop to the left, which is counterclockwise. If you're in your right hand, you're gonna spin the hoop clockwise and to the right. So your first step basically is to have a nice smooth spin, a nice tight arm, and then simply turn to the left. Now you want to keep the hoop and the hand basically in the original position. So here it is, waist level, I'm turning, and here it is, it's still at waist level. Now you want to keep the hoop in the right plane. So when you turn, it might kind of diagonal out, but you want to get a handle on that. Use the palm of your hand and your hand to turn the hoop back in so you have a nice straight spin along the side of your body. And again, you want to keep your hands waist level, maybe at the high hip level. If you need more power or strength, then anchor this elbow against the waist until you cultivate the strength to not do that and keep your elbow out. But with this trick or any vertical hand spin, you're usually not spinning out from the body. You're keeping the hoop pretty close to the body and spinning vertically. So here, from step one, I'm facing the hoop, spinning vertical hand spin in front of my body, waist level. I turn to the left. I keep my hand in the same position. Now the next step is a little more tricky because you're going to turn. Your hand is going to remain in the same position, but now you've got your back to the hoop and to your hand. So that could be a little more challenging, take a little more practice, but the goal is to keep that hand at waist level and keep that hoop spinning in that same plane. You see, no matter whether I'm in the front, or I'm on the side, or I'm in the back, notice the hoop is continuing to spin in the same direction. So what you can do is practice this without the hoop. I like to practice everything without the hoop first, particularly anything that requires balance, which this doesn't, but balance tricks, I definitely work on those without a hoop. But just start with positioning your hand. Your hand needs to be flat too. That way the hoop won't fly off. But just take your hand and position it down here around where your butt is, middle of your butt, and have that hand flat like so. So my back is to you, my hand is flat. And get used to that feeling of twisting your arm in this way so that the hoop has a nice surface, nice flat surface. I'll turn all directions for you here. Well, there's only one way you can see this, and that's with my back to you. So here we are, back is to you. And then the next part of this trick is, I guess, maybe the hardest. I hate to give it a bad rep, but it takes two hands, and that's the transfer from the hoop being in the right hand to the hoop being in the left hand. It looks like this. I'm going to start from the beginning. Forward, quarter turn to the side, left side, quarter turn to the back. Now I'm going to transfer, and I've got my receiving hand ready. I'm just going to go right over to that other hand. And the hoop keeps spinning, continues to spin in the same direction. I do another quarter turn and another quarter turn, all while keeping my hand in the same position. And then the last is what I call a prayer. In other words, you make a prayer hand, and that's how you start the beginning. You make a prayer, then you remove your left, in my case, my non-dominant, and start over again. Quarter turn to the left, spinning the hoop on your right hand, quarter turn to the back, transfer to the left hand, quarter turn to the side. Again, you're turning left, and now you're back around the front. Bring in the other hand for a prayer, and you can start again. And it's just the same, but opposite. If you spin with your left hand, you're gonna spin the hoop to the right, you're gonna turn to the right, including the back. Your receiving hand is gonna be your right hand, and you're gonna continue that quarter turn to the right, and one last quarter turn to bring you around the front. You know, the nice thing about quarter turns is it's gonna open the door to a lot of other fun tricks. For example, something as simple as just turning your body and walking. I'm gonna get a little further away and hope you can see this. But you can have fun just by continually turning to a beat. But you can also walk with this. Here I am walking with it, walking and turning, walking and turning, walking and turning. Both directions. The other thing is that you can go into a mandala. If you do a quarter turn, here we'll start from the beginning, facing forward, again, spinning in my right hand, spinning to the left, quarter turn to the left, quarter turn to the left, this hoop is behind me now, and then I transfer. And if I want to go into a mandala, all I got to do is start lifting and prayer and bring it back down. You can also do an ISO. It's perfect for doing an ISO. And one of my favorite tricks is to do a quarter turn and then quarter turn while walking, and then simply turn into the hoop with an ISO with my thumb leading starting at 6 o'clock. But you could do it both ways, starting at 12 with the little finger leading. It would look something like this. So simple quarter turn, I'll do a couple of those. Now I'm gonna quarter turn and walk, 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 walk. I gotta get closer to the camera. So I'm walking and go right into that ISO. I'll do that one more time. Quarter turn, and I'm gonna face the other direction so you can see it from the side. Quarter turn, right into a mandala. Right into a mandala. Back to a quarter turn, you can go right into an ISO. There we go, right into an ISO. Back to a prayer, start over, quarter turn, transfer to the other hand, into a thumb leading ISO, or a ghost. It's a lot of fun. You get more tricks out of the moment. I think that's it. If you have any questions, reach out. www.kchoopgirl.com, kchoopgirl@gmail. I also have a Facebook group. You're welcome to join. It's the KC Hoop Girls Facebook group. Lots of tutorials, lots of sharing our love of the hoop. Free events are announced on that page. And we do 1 or 2 free events every month. And I bring the hoops. You can bring your own hoop too. But I bring the hoops, the music if it's needed. A lot of times we're hooping to live bands. And it's a great opportunity to make new friends, get your workout done in oftentimes an outdoor environment, show off your hoop skills to the public if you want, as well as, trade and share tricks with other hoop girls, learn new tricks from other hoop girls. And as always, we enjoy sharing how to hula hoop with the public. So there's lots of options if you join an event. And I hope you do so. So signing off, KC Hoop Girl, Kansas City, Missouri. Talk to you later.